What's up, mi familia? So, I'm here, and as you can see, I'm preparing for a reading. Not gonna lie, computer's been aggy with me, and I've kind of been exhausted, a little tired, and I caught a King of Wands in the reverse in this deck. Can you believe that? Yep, I caught him. I put him in the upright. Nonetheless, this should be a trip. This should be a hoot. We're going to see what's good and going on in the Etherhood, but you already know we're blessed and highly favored, meaning no weapon form shall prosper. With that being said, we're going to give all the praise to the Most High. We're going to keep it short and simple because it's 3:27 a.m. right now, and I just want a reading. I'm sure you want one too. So anywho, let's see what's going on. Influencing the read, bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Cups. Can you see that? I can see that. The Nine of Cups, emotional fulfillment, all right? Satisfaction of your emotions being the top priority. All right, if I'm not happy, I'm not putting my energy, time, and effort into a situation. And as you can see, somebody is prioritizing their happiness. And honestly, the world would be a better place if we all did so. I may take that back. So we have a Queen of Swords. She seems to be in a rather sporty, relaxed demeanor at this time. And as we can see, her Sword of Truth seems to be in a resistant state. It looks like she has the ancestors kind of holding her sword back. Alright, so she's looking at something, she's playful, she's sporty, she's definitely moving towards something slowly, but the ancestors are kind of helping her to see this, you know, possibly from another perspective, possibly from an angle she may not have seen or recognized before, right? You know, with the ancestors, there's always some sort of wisdom. So as we can see, she's definitely being guided in this direction, slowly but surely, of course. But with the Four of Swords, plus the Six Swords, with the Four of Swords, she seems to be happy. She seems to be meditating. She seems to be thinking about this. Or, if it's not her, that could be the masculine energy, a whole other energy. Nonetheless, as you can see, the bridge between the two are definitely coming together, so that could possibly be coherence, if we're talking about the same energy. Nine of Cups. Okay, I'm actually liking the vibes. Okay, I'm really liking the vibes. Alright. Oh. This is the appropriate deck. This is the deck that we just... So the Queen of freaking Wands pops up again. I'm not a fan, but she wants to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. Alright, let's get to it. Alright, so here we go. Look, this is a Ten of Cups situation. This is a happily ever after. This is something where, as you can see, the community, and these are all different people, are happy with this union coming together. And as we can see here with the duality, these two are very different energies, but they complement and balance each other so that they can move at their highest potential. It's almost like physics or romantic or poetry or romantic mimes. I don't know the mimes when they like do the pictures, but the romance, anyway, you know what I'm trying to say. Anywho, they're like two peas of the same pod, and they complement each other. All right, this is beautiful, and this is sacred. All right, this is the Most High in the universe coming together to orchestrate the perfect combination and complementary forces to create this Ten of Cups. All right, remember, this is all centering around that Queen of Wands energy. All right, okay. All right, now with that comes a closed cycle. Now, what I'm seeing in this situation is they both recognize the Ten of Cups in this situation, and it's looking like both energies may have closed out a cycle with this particular Queen of Wands. Alright, now we have somebody tussling and fighting over here with the Wounded Warrior. As you can see, their back is against the wall. And honestly, they don't look like they're good. But let's be realsies. With the Woo-Wee card, this is exactly how the Most High intended. I'm not going to lie. Sometimes the universe, the Most High, will pimp us out that way. They can get the objective accomplished. Because we don't react the same way as other people. We don't handle the situations like other people do. They get their shots off, they get their rocks off, and they get the advantage in that particular situation. But as we know, there's always someone keeping record, keeping score, watching the situation, even if you're not aware of the situation, right? So with that being said, this was necessary so that that situation could come about. Anywho, we have this Queen of Wands over here. So these two coming together in this particular matter and actually having to fight for this union is God's plan. It's God's plan. It's God's plan. Alright? Okay? Okay. It's looking like in order to get this whole shebang moving. There had to be an ending. Something had to come to a close. Not just, your thought process, how you handle things, how you carry yourself, where you pour your energy, your time, and your effort, but there had to be a true rebirth of the situation here. Alright, okay. Boop, boop, boop. Alright, 10 Pentacles. Whatever this organization or situation was, it looks like this situation has been cleaned out. Alright, there's completely new energies around. Nonetheless, 10 Pentacles situation. 3 of Wands. So the 9 of Pentacles. Interesting. So now we have the 9 of Pentacles that wants to meet that 9 of Cups energy. Okay. Now remember, these are both the complementary energies. They're complementing each other, right? So we have the 9 of Pentacles, who's also closed out a cycle with this Devil energy, who seems to be the Queen of Wands. I'm just the reader. Nonetheless, waiting for this opportunity to come forth. I want to just peek. Ace of Pentacles. Alright, proceeding. There's that King of Wands. Glad you're on the upright, buddy. So, the crazy thing is about energy, when you clear out things that don't serve you and you put yourself in the appropriate places with the appropriate people, Queen of Cups, it dissipates. So then you are able, Queen of Cups seems to be manifesting. So then you are able to see these other energies that are in alignment with you, that are in the same frequency or same range as you. Nonetheless, let's talk about it. King of Wands seems to be ready to take some action. Now that he's seeing things clearly, since that energy has dissipated, he's recognized the compatibility. Alright, he's recognized that, look, I might actually want to give to this particular energy or situation. And I have 5 Pentacles to put on the table. So we can establish a 10 of Pentacles if that's what you really want. And as we just seen, the Queen of Cups seems to be manifesting. Alright, okay, alright. I'm loving the vibes. Loving the energy. You want to jump? We'll take it. Right, I just said that, but then we didn't take that one. Exactly. Yeah, I felt you. Oh. Okay, getting to it. Boom. Alright. So somebody's pondering, sifting on this missed opportunity. Honestly, they're kind of feeling rejected, down in dumps, not happy with what they actually have on the shelves behind them, it seems. Alright, and with that, they're like, look, I need another opportunity. The 3 of Cups that I went for clearly wasn't it. Alright, we need to get this wheel to spin back around. With the 7 of Swords. They seem to be orchestrating. Very strategic and calculated, but they don't want their truth to be revealed. Okay, being very calculated with getting another opportunity. Alright. Page of Wands to the Hermit. It looks like they want to announce, they want to speak their truth. I say truth, but they want to speak on what they've discovered in this Hermit energy. Okay? Ace of Swords, right? There's the Ace of Swords and the 7 of Swords that was out there. And that's the 7th Sword to the Hermit. What is this highlight? What is that? What's this? What? The Tower, you're awakening. Yes, but tell me more. Tell me more. Alright? Yeah, you're remaining calm, cool, collect. As are we, babe. Can we find out what's going on here or not? Like, talk to us. Alright, okay, we're talking. Alright, we're talking. Sometimes you gotta look away, the cards are shy. Ooh. Alright, now we got an Empress, and she's Prego. We won that one. Alright, proceeding. Boom. Alright, so clearly, things have been brought forth. This something has been made very clear that, as we've seen with the other energy around, we weren't really able to get a clean gander eye on it. I don't know. Alright. So now that things have been revealed, she's manifesting. She's using everything she got. Friends, co-workers, making calls, text messages, sending emails, anything in order to bring this about. Because at the end of the day, she smells, she wants, she sees victory, success, with the compatibility, with the fact that this is divinely orchestrated, with everything falling perfectly in our lap. She sees it, she wants it. This other energy that was distracting us is no longer there. This is beautiful. Alright, and with that, she's ready to charge. The Chariot. Alright, we already know only the Emperor and Empress have the license to the Chariot. Okay, unfortunately, somebody's run into a problem. Could it be the masculine? They seem to be holding 10 wands. Alright, but as we're charging full speed, somebody looks to be upset and in their feelings, a bit remorseful. Nonetheless, they're carrying this entire burden themselves. Strength card. Oh yeah, you need it, bucko. Because you're going to come forward and give away that cup of love. But it's not the cup of love that everybody gets. It's the special love. It's the, I want you to be my baby boo-boo bear type of love. Alright, let's get to it. Ooh, the Empress is here. She sees what the third party was doing. She sees what the third party was doing, but she doesn't take that leap of faith. Anyway, I thought that was the moon. Page of Cups. Alright, proceeding. I'm liking the energy. Are those birds? Already? Already? I felt one more, but I didn't grab it in time. Oh, that damn Queen of Wands. I'm tired of her popping up on this table, man. She's bad blood. She's bad blood, man. Proceeding. Let's go. Oh, but you can't be upset with an Ace of Cups in your hands. Alright, so though we have a Queen of Wands at the bottom of the freaking deck, we have a brand new relationship coming forth. Alright, look at the lily. It's beautiful. Alright, okay, we have a little bit of higher energy. Higher self seems to be guiding us, which is appropriate. Could be higher self, could be past life selves, could be ancestors. Who knows? Because we are our ancestors. Nonetheless, we're being guided. And the higher self seems to have us in perfect alignment in order to get to this new beginning. But we are moving silently. Cancerian. I don't know why. I'm seeing a lot of Cancer. Anyway, we're moving silently. We're keeping our emotions contained. But it's creepy crawling through the night. And be honest, maybe this full moon that's coming up or the moon cycles, it seems to be having these lovebirds howling. Now, the interesting thing is these are two animals that are cousins, right? You got a wolf and a dog. Now, that 0.1% that's different, so 99.9% of a dog and a wolf are completely different. So you got 100% of a wolf, then you got a 99.9% that's a dog, right? You feel me? With that 1% domestication, which changes everything. Nonetheless, they still have an instinct, though they're different. One lives on the out range, one could go rogue, one could hunt in the pack, one could be out there by themselves for who knows, or as I said, going rogue. Alright? But they still have their same innate nature. The dog, though, is domesticated and is house driven and has beds and treats and companions that are humans, giving them rubs, you know what I mean? They're still calling to the moon. Interesting. Alright, 3 Pentacles. Okay? And with that, so this is all secret orchestration. It's looking like we're having two energies that are working with this single energy, that are calling, that are telling them what's going on in the situation. That's how I'm saying that. Queen of Wands, 2 of Cups, the Emperor. Alright, and the Queen of Wands may want to come forward and speak. She's actually distraught. She's not having sleep, but she doesn't know what's going on with this Emperor, who he's celebrating with, if he's in a relationship or what. She's actually losing sleep over this whole situation. I ain't never seen a bigger hater in my life. I'm just saying. Boom, son. A little bit of clarity for us. Let's go. We're here. Alright, so here we are with the Queen of Pentacles. Alright, a very abundant, nurturing queen. As you can see, that fox needs some healing, and she's just loving on it. Butterflies bringing in new birth, fresh energy. Alright, she's over here chilling with the doe, which is a symbol for the divine feminine, right? You know what I mean? She's in the divine feminine energy. Got a little fishy up there. It's just a lot of abundance over here, and very humble energy. Alright? Very nervous about this masculine energy possibly giving to this Queen of Pentacles. Alright? 7 of Cups in their head about what's going on. Are you giving to this situation? They seem to be nervous. They seem to be sick. Okay? But the honest to goodness truth, remember how we said earlier, we got pimped in order to get here, right? The universe was like, look, I need you to get out there. You're my best wide receiver. I know you can get it done. I know you can get it done. He knew we couldn't get it done, and he still put us in the game. Right? Anywho, it was necessary in order for this energy to receive their justice. Apparently, them being in sorrow and sadness and feeling all that is a part of their karma. Star. King of Cups. Oh, why is that their karma? Why is that their karma? Why do I have to be the bearer of bad news? Because I'm the freaking best. Let's go. Spirit's like, I need somebody who's immature. That's you. Let's go. Knight of Swords. I got you, Spirit. I got you. Let's go. Alright, so why is this your freaking karma? Because at the end of the day, this masculine energy was manifesting. He was ready. Oh, perfect. He was ready to give his cup to his Queen of Cups. Unfortunately, with the Five of Wands, Queen of Wands was putting up obstacles, was making it more difficult for this masculine energy. Alright, there's that reckless energy. Came through, all flighty, inconsistent, nonetheless, causing fires and now putting them out. Okay? She's attempting to seize an opportunity as something that she's seen as on the table. Alright, there comes the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, these birds are definitely waking up right now. Alright, here comes Four of Pentacles. Okay, so not sure who this is, right? But they seem, the Four of Pentacles, to have their hands filled. But the truth is, if they put something down, then they'll be able to pick up the key that's in the same room as them in order to get out of the space that they're in. But they're stuck in the meantime. With the Judgment here, there's some sort of calling. There's something they're supposed to be doing that they're not recognizing. They're staying and remaining stuck in this Knight of Wands, reckless, chaotic, toxic, short-winded energy. Right? Okay? So, at the same time as that is their lesson, yes, it is karma for them to learn. They're choosing to hold on to this and not drop what's necessary for them to move to their next chapter. We see where the Emperor and Empress are going. The Nine of Cups and Nine of Pentacles are going. But this energy is still stuck in the same position, the same place, and they're still upset and in their feelings, thinking about something that doesn't pertain to them. Knight of Swords. Alright. So, I don't know who this is, but the Nine of Cups seems to be happy, enamored, and in a very good heart space. Alright, I'm thinking this is the feminine energy, even though usually the cups are usually the masculine energy. Just saying. But Nine of Cups energy seems to be here, and it's the feminine. She seems to be making a decision based upon her own emotional fulfillment, which I'm proud of. That's how we need to make decisions. If you're not going to be happy, don't do it. Alright? And with that, she's choosing her Two of Cups. She's choosing somebody who's completely different but perfectly complements her. We already got the rundown on what that is, and we've seen the divine orchestration here. She's choosing the masculine, the emperor, the masculine energy who's embodying each and every king, knowing how and when to exude these energies, an authoritative figure, a respectable diplomatic figure, somebody who's going to be fair and just to everyone within his empire, or her empire, because these are energies we all embody. Alright? Seven of Wands. So the Queen of Wands. And somehow she's also chosen her masculine, but she's choosing to block this Queen of Wands. She's like, look, you're way more trouble than you are a benefit to me, and unfortunately I think I kind of got to make a decision that's not for you. It's kind of for me, not for we, but for me. Sorry. Type vibes. Feel me? I'm just a reader. Again, I'm not mature enough for this, but Spirit chooses me. And I choose Spirit every time. Let's go, baby. Did we pray? Did we pray? We prayed. I mean, sure we prayed. It's got to be covered in these times. You feel me? Boom! Page of Cups. Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright. Look, I'm just a reader. I'm here to enjoy myself and help people with their problems. Though this is kind of entertainment, there's seeds being planted in fertile soil, hopefully, and it will sprout at the appropriate times. I love you. Alright, so here we are, somebody figuring out what route to take in order to get into town. They seem to be out at a distance watching. Alright, and it's looking nice. Alright. Okay, here we are with the page of Ace of Wands, excuse me. With the Ace of Wands, there's that journey. They figured out where to go. They figured out what they want. They're making their decisions. They already did it in their mind. And now that it's clean and clear and out there, it's time to make that move, babe. What are we doing? What the freak are we doing, my love? Oh, God is good. Alright, we're going to have a Four of Wands. We're going to have a marriage, a union, a real commitment. Something that's not necessarily on paper, but a true commitment that's of the souls, like our ancestors did before we were all like colonizing and not actually following our lineages. Because think about how cool it would be if we were all following our lineages and running into each other and meeting each other and living in this world. Right? There'd be no fast food. I'd be going to my friend's house and they'd be coming to my house and we'd be culturally exchanging dishes and stuff, and like the world would be a better place. I'm just saying. Alright, everybody wants to be the same, but the truth is, the differences are what make us all the same or unique, similar. And with that, we could come together and realize, hey, look, bro, you're just like speaking in a different language, but this is the same. You're like my cousin. I love it. or not, you know, Knight of Swords. All right. Why you got a devil on the table? I don't know. I don't know, but let's get to it. Apparently, we have a rather karmic, I don't know where that came from. I was going to say Capricorn. All right, but we have rather karmic energy on the table. Okay, ooh. And this devil seems to be going through a 10 of swords. This is an ultimate betrayal. And not only have they been stabbed in their neck, their back, their chest, their abdomen, but also their arms, their legs, their quads, and their calves. Yeah, also their feet as well. It does not look pleasant. Nope. And this devil is going through an ultimate betrayal, the land of no return. But again, this was necessary for not only, apparently, 8 of Cups. So it was necessary for this energy to be left behind. Apparently they had many opportunities, but it was necessary for them to have their lessons, as we've seen with the Justice, and it was necessary for them to grow. Alright? They had many opportunities. Okay? The Fool. And with that, somebody's now taking their leap of faith. They're ready to jump. They're ready to start something new. And it's the Empress. She's working on it, though, so we're going to give her a little bit of grace. She's just not hitting her awakening where she's able to see things clearly. And honestly, maybe she relied more on her friend group instead of taking her own initiative, taking her own decision, right? Taking her own account into accord. Her own accord into account. You can judge me if you want to, but the joke's on you, baby. Your tax dollars paid for my education. Your tax dollars paid for my education. Boom. Page of Discs to the 3 of Swords. Ooh, what the heck is going on here? I'm just the reader. Alright, so it's looking like, yes, she's happy with the decision. Yes, she knows that this is her person, but she still feels the urgency to apologize for sacrificing, for surrendering, for giving up a true emperor for a freaking Queen of Wands. Though she looked good in this reading, it was the wrong call. You're supposed to choose your person, not your friends, you lame. But we still love you because you're an Empress. Alright, she's like, I know, that's why I'm putting an offer on the table with the Page of Pentacles. Stop. Oh my god, stop. Alright. 8 Wands to the High Priestess. So yeah, I'm gonna be real. Your person already knows you're coming. Your person knows you're coming. Just get it over with. They're waiting for you. 2 Swords. You don't know something. What don't you know, my love? Girl, if you don't stop playing games and get us to the ending of this reading, you don't know if it's been too long. Well, being that you're just now hitting your awakening and you're dealing with the Divine Masculine and Emperor, somebody who, ooh, 3 of Swords, yeah. Okay, the third party part is lame, and the hurting your masculine part is lame as well. That's on you. But the whole timing thing, dealing with an Emperor, and you just now recognizing, seeing things clearly, you're dealing with the seasoned, experienced Divine Masculine that's fully developed. I think he'll appreciate the fact that you actually learned the lesson, integrated everything into it, and then chose to proceed forward accordingly, as opposed to just winging the situation and destroying everything there was. Then he sees that you're moving with integrity, you're a partner he can actually invest and grow with, and this is a good investment. Right? Ace of Swords to the King of Swords. Oh my goodness. Okay, so though these are the feelings and everything, you know, the insecurities of possibly taking too long, me not recognizing, seeing this friendship dynamic and how it was affecting their dynamic, the truth is, that truth is going to bring a rebirth. That's a butterfly. That's a butterfly. It's going to bring a rebirth, and it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be phenomenal. Alright? There is some heartbreak, there's some pain here, and it's going to be apologized for, but you got to get over yourself, because the truth is, when you stop thinking about that, you'll have 2 actual real cups in the 3D with you. Alright. Is there anything else before we wrap this up? Because this was a muy fantastico reading. Page of Swords. She's watching. She's spying. 9 of Swords. 2 discs. Oh, we got like 3 cards that want to come out. Oh, there we go. We got like 3 cards. Okay. And who's spying and watching that Queen of Wands? As you see, she ain't sleeping at night. She's like, oh my god, she's gonna get the blessing. She's gonna get the pentacle. She's gonna get the emperor. All right, because she's the one who values a person as opposed to valuing, the qualities of the person. Right? I don't know. I don't know what the crush is about. Is there anything else? Because I'm disgusted. You just had to make your way back on our team. We were happy with the Empress. Is there anything else, my love? Talk to us nice. I don't think there's anything else. I think we're done. 25 minutes. Yeah, we're definitely done. All praise to the Most High. This was a dope read. And honestly, remember, you don't get what you want, you get what you are. Alright, with the Knight of Swords, like the 10th time at the bottom of the deck, go for your Emperor. He's literally waiting for you. And with the High Priestess to the Eight of Wands, he knows you're coming forward to talk your truth, and he's going to give you that space. He's an Emperor, and clearly he loves you, King and Queen of Cups. Reciprocal feelings. So, love and light, and congratulations. Yeah. You don't get what you want, you get what you are. So, go. Go, because you got people losing sleep over the fact that they want you and not the next. Love and light.